good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are in the world. In today's video, we will delve into the exciting YouTube collaboration between Chef Matiko and Davy Jr., as well as explore iammarwa's initial impressions upon returning to Nyabohanze village after an eventful 6-month journey abroad. Chef Matiko and Davy Jr. Chef Matiko and Davy Jr., two lifelong friends who share the same age, embarked on their YouTube journey simultaneously, each amassing an impressive following of approximately 50,000 subscribers. Their story began back in their school days, and as they approached their late 20s, their lives took different paths. Chef Matiko's adventure led him to Madrid, where he tied the knot with a Spanish woman. However, despite the geographical distance, Chef Matiko remained deeply connected to his roots. This connection was evident when he brought his daughter to visit his mother in Kenya last year, bridging continents and generations with his love. While Chef Matiko had the chance to collaborate with Davy's older brother, iammarwa, and his sister, Dee Mwango, he didn't have the opportunity to team up with Davy Jr. himself. Back then, Davy Jr. was still building his YouTube presence, much like Chef Matiko once did. This summer, Chef Matiko returned to Kenya with his family, driven by a noble mission to construct a home for his mother. Amidst his nearly month-long stay, the conspicuous absence of Chef Matiko and Davy's joint endeavors puzzled their followers. Meanwhile, back in their hometown, Davy Jr. achieved a significant milestone by purchasing a car. He was frequently spotted chauffeuring his mother, sister Dee Mwango, and even a roster of girlfriends. Davy's lifestyle had taken a more carefree turn, which had led to diminished reporting on his activities, particularly after his involvement with Micky Micky, Castor, and other smiling face with smiling eyes. However, a remarkable act of kindness changed the narrative. When Chef Matiko's daughter fell sick one fateful night in the village, Chef Matiko found himself in a predicament, as he lacked a vehicle. In a true testament to their friendship, Chef Matiko reached out to Davy for assistance. Davy's response was immediate and unwavering. He didn't hesitate to lend his prized car to Chef Matiko, showcasing the kind of selflessness and camaraderie that transcends time and fame. This remarkable gesture breathed new life into their friendship. It was a moment that deserved recognition. Despite the tumultuous turns in Davy's life, his willingness to aid a friend in need spoke volumes about his character. It was a reminder of the enduring bond forged in their school days. So, here's to Davy Jr. for extending a helping hand to his old school friend and neighbor, Chef Matiko. This act of generosity was a shining example of how friendships should endure, evolve, and ultimately support one another. As a fitting result of this heartfelt assistance, Chef Matiko and Davy Jr. finally collaborated on a YouTube video. It served as a poignant reminder that keeping friends close is not just a platitude, it's a profound truth that can make a significant difference when the need arises. Davy Jr.'s unwavering generosity stands as a testament to the exceptional values instilled by his parents. Congrats Mom and congrats Dad. It's often said that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and in Davy Jr.'s case, this couldn't be more accurate. Growing up, Davy Jr.'s parents imparted to him the importance of compassion, empathy, and lending a helping hand to those in need. These values were not just spoken but lived out in their daily lives. Davy Jr.'s parents are known in the community for their acts of kindness, from assisting neighbors to organizing charity events to support the church and the community. Davy Jr. watched and absorbed these values from a young age, seeing how small acts of generosity could make a profound impact on individuals and communities. It wasn't just about giving material things, it was about giving time, love, and care to those who required it. As Davy Jr. matured into a young adult, these lessons became ingrained in his character. His parents' teachings became his guiding principles, shaping his decisions and actions. When Chef Matiko, his childhood friend and neighbor, faced a crisis, Davy's immediate response to lend his car was not just an isolated act of kindness, it was an embodiment of the values he had grown up with. In a world often driven by self-interest, Davy Jr.'s ability to put the needs of others before his own is a shining example of the positive impact parents can have on their children. His parents' legacy lives on in his actions, demonstrating that the lessons learned at home can ripple out into the world, creating a chain of goodwill. So, well done, Davy Jr. Your generosity is not only a reflection of your character but also a tribute to the loving and selfless upbringing your parents provided. In a world that could use more acts of kindness, your actions serve as an inspiration and a reminder of the power of values passed down from one generation to the next. Now let's talk about iammarwa. Marwa had finally returned to his humble home in the picturesque Nyabohanze village after a whirlwind adventure that had taken him to various corners of the globe. Over the past 6 months, he had explored the rich cultures of countries in South America, traversed the vibrant landscapes of the United States, and even soaked up the sun on the beaches of Jamaica. During Marwa's absence, a wave of change had swept through Nyabohanze village. Notably, Micky had seized the opportunity and acquired a piece of land, an ambition he had long harbored while Marwa was still around. Upon reaching the United States in May 2023, Marwa had earnestly requested Micky to delay his construction project until he could return and oversee it personally. However, to Marwa's surprise, Micky had chosen not to heed his master's advice. Micky boldly embarked on his house-building venture and, impressively, was already working on his third house by the time Marwa returned. Meanwhile, Nasto had also secured a piece of land in the village and initiated construction on his own house. Davy had taken a significant step forward by purchasing a car and laying the foundations for a thriving business facility. It was evident that positive changes were sweeping through Nyabohanze village. This week, as Marwa and his mom strolled through his land, he reflected on the new developments in his absence. He remembered the YouTube channel he had created for his mother before departing. The channel had gained instant popularity, but Marwa couldn't help but feel disappointed that his mom hadn't been able to upload more content to grow her channel. However, Marwa seemed to overlook the fact that his mother had an incredibly busy schedule. She spends the majority of the week away from home, dedicating 5 days to her work at school. During her brief weekends at home, she takes charge of the household, preparing special meals like chapati that the men of the house couldn't replicate. She diligently tended to the family's fields, beehives, and her religious obligations as a Seventh-day Adventist, attending church on Saturdays. By the time Sunday rolled around, Marwa's mother is thoroughly exhausted, her weekend activities leaving her little time to focus on YouTube. Moreover, the village had been grappling with electricity shortages, further hindering her ability to create and upload videos. Marwa needs to appreciate the demands on his mother's time and energy and perhaps should consider taking the time to teach her how to edit and upload videos on YouTube instead of making unfavorable comparisons with Micky. After all, Micky has transitioned into a full-time YouTuber after stepping away from construction work, a situation incomparable to Marwa's mother's bustling life in Nyabohanze village. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, have a lovely day.